folks, Tracy here. In this video I want to share our breakfast recipe that we are having almost every day, and that is oatmeal. And there is absolutely nothing extraordinary about it, yet it is extraordinarily delicious, warming, nourishing, and satisfying. So let me show you why. Perhaps you'll find a tip or two in what we do to make our oats that you can add to your morning oat porridge routine. So first off, we measure out the oats in water the night before. Generally speaking, we use 1/3 of it as the Bob's Red Mill protein oats, which is just oatmeal, but it is a higher protein oatmeal, as you can see. And then a cup of rolled oats. And right now, we are using these oats I've been finding at Fresh Time that are nice, freshly ground oats. But there are times where we'll mix it up and go crazy with a little variety and add like Kamut flakes. Kamut is of the wheat family, and whole wheat is one of the most nutritious grains. I don't care what anybody says. It's one of our favorites. It is higher in protein than most of the other grains. Great source of vitamin E, zinc, selenium, B vitamins, magnesium. It's sweet and nourishing. It's grown in our temperate climate zone very easily. There's a winter wheat, a summer wheat, so you can't go wrong, in my opinion. And if you're concerned, the Kamut is a great alternative, or spelt. So sometimes we might have a half cup of the Kamut in a cup of rolled oats, or a half cup each of the rolled oats, the Bob's Red Mill, and the Kamut or spelt. And then sometimes, perhaps like when it's warmer out, we might use rolled barley flakes instead. So you could make whatever rolled grain flake combination you like. But as you can see, Don's measuring out the 1.5 cups of oat total, which is 1 cup of the rolled and a half cup of the protein oats in a pot the night before. We just finished dinner. It's a great time to just do that one extra step before you leave the kitchen after cleanup. Measure it out and have it ready to go in the morning. And that is my first #1 tip to help make super delicious creamy oatmeal. Because when it soaks overnight first, it cooks really easily, it's very digestible, and it just comes out extra creamy. So we add 4 cups of water to that 1.5 cup of grain. So it's somewhere between 2 and 3 times the amount of liquid to grain. Let it sit covered with a sushi mat until the next morning, and when it's time to cook, we add a ½ teaspoon of salt. And now traditional Scottish and Irish oats, they make even saltier. It is traditionally made savory. But anyway, I think at least a ½ teaspoon is a great balance of flavor, in my opinion, and it would depend on how accustomed you are to eating sodium or not eating sodium. We bring the oats, when it's time to cook, we add the salt, we bring it to a boil, and then I like to turn it down to medium for another couple minutes and let it just simmer at a nice medium simmering boil, and then completely lower the heat. Cook it covered on very low for at least about 25 minutes. Ideally, use a flame deflector to put on the stove so that the grain on the bottom doesn't scorch, and then it comes out perfect. Another thing that is very helpful is that when you turn off the heat, don't remove the lid. Let it sit for another 5 or so minutes so that the grain on the bottom that is sticking will loosen up, and then it'll just be an absolute perfect bowl of creamy, hot oats. Now, the next part about it is how we serve it. When I'm motivated, I love having our oats with a bowl of miso soup, because that is just my favorite, most nourishing breakfast. If not the oatmeal, then just brown rice with gumashio on it. And otherwise, the miso soup with a little seaweed and just some simple vegetables. It could be a little sliced celery, thin sliced snap of cabbage, or daikon radish, whatever you want, and then ginger. And then we add the miso. And the other favorite thing we like having in the morning on our oats, or if it were just brown rice, would be natto. We're out of it right now. We need to make more, but it is fermented soybean, and it is a super food, super nutritious. Not only do you add more amino acid protein to your morning porridge, but you're getting all the benefits of the fermentation process in that as well, live digestive enzymes, nattokinase, vitamin K. It's one of the highest sources of vitamin K. Super nourishing food, and it just is maybe an acquired taste for some people, but when you add it to other things, it really just blends really well, especially when it's in the miso soup. But I like it right on top of the grain as well. In the absence of that, I like adding seeds, like 2 to 3 grams each. We're talking a teaspoon or a little more for me of sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, and maybe 5 grams worth of chopped walnut. I love that combination. And or I might make our favorite delicious, super yummy applesauce that has some raisin, a few dates, salt, and cinnamon in it. I stew it in apple cider vinegar, and then I make a nice little thicker sauce by stirring in some kudzu root at the end. I have recipes for a lot of great baked stewed fruit on my website at tracymontez.com. Anyway, this is maybe as simple as it gets. It's not an elaborate, banana, French toast, cinnamon, blah, 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 oatmeal. It's really, really simple. And I think that's why it tastes so good to me, because the actual flavor of the grain with just enough salt to enhance that flavor is what we're enjoying. And then when you add some seeds, you get a little crunch and satisfaction from the seed. And in Ayurvedic medicine, those seeds are also helping build your digestive fire, and they're also good sources of different minerals and more amino acids that aren't in the grain. That makes it a nice complement. All of it, of course, being seeds. Grain is like a seed or even like a fruit. So that is our favorite go-to breakfast. And if you have a favorite way you like to make your oatmeal, or if you would like to know how to make something else, do let me know in the comments below. I have all kinds of excellent porridge recipes in my upcoming republishing of my basic macrobiotics menus and recipes book that I first published in 2006. It will be republished soon. Really awesome whole grain recipes and 8 treasures kanji that was everybody's favorite, and porridge using a variety of grains, whether amaranth, tough, millet, oats, rice. So look for that. I'll let you know when it's available. And until next time, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Stay warm. Eat some hot grain. That'll help you stay warm, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.